Brand new exhibit at the New Britain Museum of American Art is dedicated to a unique pairing.
Oh, I love it. Marcy Jones is there live to show us how furniture and art are coming together. And Marcy, we're talking about shaker furniture, is that right?
We are. I'm shaken to talk about the Shakers. I'm here with guest curator Stephen Miller. This has been such a joy for me to get to know you a little bit this morning and to hear about all of the effort and time and attention to detail that you put into putting something like this together. So let's just kind of dive in. You know, everybody had kind of a sneak peek over on 3. Now we're over on the wax. We're walking around and there's just so much to take in here.
There is, but let's start here in a centerpiece of this gallery. This is an object called a sewing desk, a relatively late form of the Shakers, made in the probably 1870s, 1880s. This particular piece was made at one of the 2 communities in Maine. And it comes from a private collection, 2 lovely people in Saginaw, Michigan, Sherry and Harlow Murray.
Okay.
And so it's got a number of drawers. It's got a work counter that pulls out where that white porcelain knob is. And sisters would store their shaker, their knitting, their yarn, their knitting needles and so forth in here. And above it is a painting of George Chaplin, who really was not directly related to the Shakers in any way, but was sympathetic. And his paintings are all about color. That's the narrative here.
Yes.
So the Shakers loved to surround themselves with color. It was a form of joy, a joyful expression for them. George was all about color, and when you see these 2 together, I have a feeling that at night when the lights are off and I'm not here, these 2 pieces are conversing.
What do you think they're saying to each other at night?
I love you.
I'm so glad he put us together.
Yeah,
Stephen knows what he's
wonderful.
doing. That's amazing. And I love, again, how you took 2 things that might not be related, but, you know, share some similarities. And then you put them together and they go so harmoniously together. Is that so gratifying to you?
It is.
When you see something like the masterworks of color come to life?
Yeah, because I believe that they belong together. They really work together. They're happy being together. They're joyful. Joyful, and joy is what this exhibit is all about.
Absolutely. And I love that we have, you know, the incredible display of the natural wood, but then you have these painted pieces and they're speaking to each other.
Yes.
So when people walk through and you see how they take in what you've curated, how does that make you feel? And I know that this is not your first rodeo and you've got a lot of other projects going on, but it probably never gets old.
It does not. It's very gratifying to me. I think the heart of a true collector, which I also am, my collection isn't here, but I'm a collector. The heart of a true collector is sharing. That's what it's all about. There's hoarding and there's sharing.
Where do you fall on that scale?
Not the hoarding. No, I'm all about sharing, and that's why this is my 10th or 11th exhibit here at this museum. I've done other exhibits from northern Vermont down to Midtown Manhattan.
Yes.
But it's all about sharing my passion with other people and exposing them to something that they may not know anything about otherwise.
Yes.
And so it's wonderful, and the museum trusts me and gives me the opportunity to do pretty much what I want.
As they should, because look what happens when they give you that kind of access. I love it. Okay, and I know that you have a lot of stuff coming up. Any sneak peek that you want to tell us about, maybe?
Well, this
a little
show,
hint?
yeah, I can give you something.
Okay. An exclusive.
Just between us.
Okay. No one else is here.
No, good. When this show closes in mid-October, the next show is going to be focused on an Ohio private collection. Again, never seen outside of Ohio.
Wow.
And a painter, in that case it'll be Martin Klein, who was born, raised, and educated in Ohio, but now is New York-based and has worked in major art museums throughout the country, from Cleveland to the Met to Atlanta to
Well, we are
Houston.
so lucky to have you
something
to
to
help
look
bring
forward
us
to.
into all of this. Thank you so much.
Thank
Guys,
you so
come on
much.
down. Always a fabulous time and so much to see.
And
So
clearly,
great.
what happens in the New Britain Museum of American Art stays there, which is why we gotta go. Check it out.
Yeah, the exhibit is through October, I think, so you have a good amount of time to go check it out.
That shaker furniture you want to see.
I love it.